Yes.
So let's just just think of a company and the functions inside the company. So yeah, I've got a bit of a use case. Finance. So things like your invoicing, your statements going out, all that. You know, today you would have your statement. Yes, you will download it from your thing, and from your computer or wherever it is, or your company's computer. And when you download it, now you've got it. But you've got to do recons, you've got to do statements, other statements, you've got to do all of that. Imagine if that gets done with one click. Just think of your business. If you're going to start invoicing for the month, and you click, and it goes, produces the invoice, sends it out, emails it out automatically to the right person at the right customer, it gets notification that it's received it, and it just carries on right through the delivery of the stock. All that gets done automatically. So HR, when you're employing a new person, the adverts going out, just imagine it. The advert goes out, it gets a response, an automatic response goes back and says, but you forgot to put this in your CV, and it comes back, and automatic response goes out and says, you've got an interview on Friday at 10 o'clock, reminds you 5 minutes before that you should be there. That is automation. Sales, same thing. From the time you get the order, from the time you want to create the order, the sales order, you fill in the stuff that you want to do, and from there it just takes it all out. And from your sales order to the inventory, deliveries, all that gets automated straight from, without you doing a thing. What's even better is in procurement, when you're buying stuff, the system will read when your stock is low, and it will automatically order, automatically make sure it comes back, the stock comes in, automatically puts it in the right warehouse spots. All that gets done automatically with automated equipment, obviously, in a factory, for instance. Okay. So that's what's that little thing there? So what's holding us back? Why are we not all doing this? Why are so many companies still hanging on systems that I can remember my grandfather developed? You know? That's what's holding us back. The legacy systems. All companies that bought IBM machines 50, 60 years ago are still trying to make that agile, you know, make it easy to work with. So they're scared to change it, or they're scared to go to the boss and say, can we have more money? So those are one of the biggest things that are holding all companies back. So that's why you see these companies are advertising iPads that can do things, your phone that can do things, to start getting rid of legacy systems. Fear of change? Yeah. People don't like to change. They're comfort zone. But the real big one is they're scared of the return on investment, because you're going to have to invest in the tools to do the automation. Now, when I talk about tools, I talk about just what's on your computers and things like that. But in factories, that means if you want to achieve the biggest goal, is that you have to have an automated line. I had the pleasure of automating a brake drum machining line in Malaysia. It was incredible. We took it from 80 people producing, I'm talking about truck drums, producing 45 truck drums a day. We put the plant in, I did the architecture for that and all that. Put the plant in, they installed it, 280 brake drums a day with 4 people. That's the difference. But it's not only about getting rid of people, it's about the cost of electricity, the cost of all that, and your overhead cost in the business is what breaks your return on investment. So the key success, the first thing you need to do is map out your process. You can draw circles and straight spots and put another square, and that's how that works. So you map out what your current process is, and then you sit back and you say, if I could get this done automatically, that done automatically, let's change that. And that's how you start improving the process to speed up the process, and of course the machine does the rest. So you choose flexible integration tools like APIs and middleware. I don't want to go into those typical technology terminology. You're not going to understand half of it. I don't understand half of it. But we have a middleware, what we call a middleware, which is a layer that all your users use the same, I've got to think back, but if you had a sales system and you have a purchasing system that's all on different servers, different machines, then you can't get that, you've got to sync all that. And to sync machines to do that doesn't work. So what we do is we go into the browser, internet, and we create a layer that everyone, so if you log in, I'm going to use you, if you log in and you put your data in that you must do with the first step, it automatically says to him, you must do this next step. And so he does the next step, and it automatically tells them. They're all using the same layer, but it's talking to 10, 20 different servers. And in my world, we talk to the US on one ERP system, on another ERP system in England, in South Africa, Sage, for instance, all over the same browser, over the same line. So we use what we call low-code platforms. You don't have to sit there. Even the developers are going to ChatGPT and saying, how do I do this? I'm not kidding you. My developer in Turkey, that's exactly what he does. So the future is now. And it's not going to change. It's not going to go backwards. What we have to do, I'm 69. I don't know if I look 70, I think. I'm 69. I can't go backwards. We've got to go back forward. We've got to adopt and adapt. And adopting and adapting is a tough thing to do. But the future is now. We can automate any business process, any business, and we can help it grow through, number one, the cost savings, number two, the increased sales. Because have you heard of sales funnels? This little lady will tell you about it. That's part of automating a business. You get your prospects coming through. So I just want to tell you that I'm available. I can do the process engineer. I've got my own businesses that I use. We've got a lot of technology that we put together to do that for you. So if you want to have a chat to me, I'm sorry I went on a bit fast, and I'm going to be sitting around here somewhere. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.